Amazing. Thanks for joining us. We're excited to look at your resumes later. So this is the first workshop we're doing. I saw in the signups we have some college students. If you're a college student, raise your hand, or you can raise the yellow hand. What about people who are in boot camps? Raise your hand if you're in boot camps. I see some hands going. Yeah, a lot of people in boot camps. Do we have, I saw some experienced engineers who have already been working for a while, who are looking for new jobs. Okay, a few, yeah. All right, great. It's a great mix of people. I'm really excited to talk to everyone. So let's get started. This is my co-founder, Soyoung. She has been a sales professional and coaching since 2014. She also has 4 kids. And with her busy time, she has been my co-founder for Exaltitude as the business coach. So Yang, do you want to come online and introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Soyoung. Nice to meet you here. Jean and I have been coaching independently for years now, but our joint venture Exaltitude is fairly new. And so we're doing these events to meet new people, but primarily to see what are the topics people are most interested in. So thank you for coming and showing interest. If you would like to see more of this specific topic, let us know and we can run another one. If there are other topics you would like us to cover, please let us know. We really appreciate your feedback and that helps us a lot. So Jean, many of you may know, she's my co-founder of Exaltitude Coaching. She's been a software engineer and manager for well over a decade. She was the 19th engineer at WhatsApp that got acquired by Facebook, and she has built a lot of teams from scratch. The most recent one, I guess, is the one in London where she built a new team from 0 to 100. And last year during COVID, she authored a young adult novel about a girl in tech, which is pretty exciting. And so normally this resume rewriting that she offers as part of her coaching is $1,000, but it's free today. So this is a high value item for you. I'm really excited to have this opportunity available for you. And if you would like to have another opportunity to do this again, let us know and share with your friends if anyone would like to take advantage of it. So Jean, let's get started.
Today, we're gonna go over some general resume tips. And we have had 8 people submit their resume to be reviewed. So I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can. So let's get started. When you're writing your resume, think of yourself as an author. So I mentioned that I wrote a book. And as a writer, you wanna think about your reader. Who are you writing for? Because your resume is a piece of writing. So I can tell you my experience as a hiring manager. I go to, especially during like career fairs or conferences, sometimes I'm looking at like 100 resumes all in one sitting, and I'm going through resume after resume and after resume, and I'm exhausted. So your job as a writer of your resume is to present the information in a way that's most efficient and easy for your reader to understand. So I'm going to talk about some formatting, and that's the reason why these formattings are important, because you want the reader to be able to scan your resume and quickly understand what type of person you are. So you want your most important thing on top, because often when I'm looking at 200 resumes, I see a stack of resume. If I see something I don't like on top, I'm going to toss it. I'm not even going to read the rest of your resume. So when you're looking at formatting, you want your resume to be in one page. Sometimes if you're working on CVs, it can be 2 pages or longer, but that's only for like special PhD candidates, people with lots of experience in engineering. So most of you on this call today will probably not fit into that category. So you will do 1 page. You should use bullet points and not paragraphs. So for example, if you're doing a bold title, you want all of your titles to be bolded. If you're doing bold dates, you want all of your dates to be bolded. For your font size, please keep it from 11 to 12 font. That's the standard, because if you think about it, I'm reading hundreds of these, and if you make it smaller than 11, it's really hard to read unless you have so much information that you cannot fit everything on one page with size 11 font. Then you can make it 10 or 10.5, but try to keep it at a minimum 11 to 12. Your margins should also be same all across. So top, bottom, left, and right should all be consistent. So don't make your top and bottom like 2 inches and the sides like quarter inches. Make them all consistent. Also, don't be fancy. Everyone's here is probably an engineering candidate, and you want your work to stand out, not your design. We're not designers, so don't try to use crazy fonts, different colors. Keep it simple. And a lot of times I tell you, these companies are using computer software to scan your resume, and they're reformatting and trying to extract keywords from it automatically. So depending on the company, they usually have their own internally built tools, and you don't know what kind of software they're going to be using. So don't make your resume fancy like this. I just pulled it off of Google. If you make something like that, the computer can't read it. So another example is don't use columns, because there's 2 lines on the left side and then 1 line and then 2 more lines on the right side. So I don't know which line to follow. So don't use columns, keep them simple, write them out in single lines. So for the header, this is the last page before I go into the resume reviews. Keep the name on top, make it bigger than 12 font, maybe 14, 15. Make it easy to read, and make sure you have your contact information, email, phone number, home, city, and state, and that's all you need. You don't need to include your address or zip code on it. LinkedIn is a must. Everybody, all the recruiters use LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, go create one today. You don't have to be active on it. Like, you don't have to post things on LinkedIn, but you need a profile. So make sure you have your LinkedIn profile on your resume. And GitHub is optional. It's great if you're a student and you want to showcase your projects. So you're welcome to use that or your personal website on it as an optional item.
We have a couple of questions, Jean.
Okay.
What about tables?
Don't use tables. Yeah, no columns, no tables. Keep them
Okay.
simple one-lines.
Another question, should we avoid horizontal lines because that might cause issues for the resume scanner?
Yeah, that's a great question. See, I can't speak for all of the different types of software, so my general rule is simpler the better. A horizontal line is probably not going to cause a lot of issues. If it's not adding value to your resume, why have it in there? Great, I love questions. Keep them coming.